Toby Wong again. Today, I would like to talk about, are you building a real sustainable business or just a hobby? Now, internet businesses sounds very fancy. It sounds very intriguing to a lot of people that you get to enjoy the time of your work. You get paid massively. The reward is huge if you know what you're doing, and it's scalable because the market is open up to the entire world. It's 24. It opens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never shuts down unless the electricity crash. So it's rare, but it's very intriguing to have an online business, especially a very successful one. So everyone would just jump into the bandwagon of building up a online store to start tagging their friends, posting, writing posts on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, trying to get some people to notice their store. But are you building a real store, a real business, or just a hobby? Now let me just tell you the difference of it. Now, business versus hobby. So business is, you got to have a very serious mindset about business versus hobby. And with a business, you need to do the proper market research. You know that there's a potential with upward trend, that what you are trying to sell, what you are offering, is going to be in demand down the road, at least for years to come. If it's just a fly-by-night idea of how to build your chicken coops, or how to develop your own design of running shoes, that I know there are some people who will be interested about that topic, but it's not big enough market for most people, and you cannot survive by building a store or building a business around a small crowd. That's why you need to research your business. You have to know that there's enough demand, and it's better be an upward trend for years to come. Otherwise, the business will just slowly go down and down and die eventually. Okay, and the second reason is evergreen. It's not a fly-by-night niche, as I just said. It's better to be something that everybody wants, everybody needs. It could be sleep, it could be weight loss, it could be make money, it could be something that everybody needs, or majority of the people who will be in need of your product or service. That pretty much guarantee that you have a business, but not a hobby. And thirdly, scalability. As I said, as long as you have a big enough pool of demand, and you are one of the suppliers out there, and you are offering something unique, at least no other people can offer the same thing as yours, not offer the quite as good service or good products as yours with such a competitive pricing. As long as people know about your product or service and they know that you have the advantage, you can have a sustainable business, so to speak. But is it scalable? Are there enough people who would like to know how to swim faster? I know that there are some people who want to improve their swimming skills. If you're a swimmer, if you want to become the Olympic level, but I don't think that a lot of people who want to work that hard to swim in the Olympic events. People might want to swim faster. People might want to learn how to swim. So you have to judge what kind of information or what kind of products that you are putting out. You need to have the scalability in mind, that there's enough people who need your service or product. And number 4, automation. Now, obviously, we all have 24 hours. And you just can't glue in front of your computer all day long. And you need to have helpers. And running an internet business, as long as you know where to find the tools, I bet you it's going to be a automation tool out there. Of course, if that's a big enough supply of the software, big enough demand of the software, there's going to be a demand supply for that. So you need to look for the automation software. You need to build a system to help you automate the entire sequence, how to do fulfillment, how to build a website in several clicks, and how to connect to your followers, things like that. And most importantly, that distinguish between business and hobby is, can you quantify your business? Now, by saying quantify, how much money is it making? Do you know how much money you're making every month? If you run a business, you know the numbers right. You know how much money you put in, how much money is spit out, whether you're making profits or you're losing money. You have that in mind. But for hobby, you really don't care. Okay, I like sewing so much. I don't mind spending 12 hours every day to sew, to shoot videos of how to sew properly, and to share it with my friends, even though I don't make money with that. But again, your money is time. Your time is money. You spend 12 hours every day doing sewing. Sewing for hobby. It's not sewing for business. Unless you get compensated for your time, that's not business, right? And how much work do I need to run the business? Again, it's the unit is price. The unit for running your business is both time and money. How much money do I need to put into the business to have a business? Like how much money do I have to hire people? How many computers I need to run with? How many sewing machines I need to turn on every day, like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in order to have a print-on-demand business, things like that. And how many people I need to hire, how many staffs I need to hire to run these machines for me, because I only have two hands and I only have 24 hours. So you need to have that in mind. And how many trained staffs do I need? Again, not any staff can run your business. You need to train your staff. They need to have specialized knowledge. They need to know what buttons to push. Okay? And how many competitors are there in the market? And you have to understand very well that you are swimming in the ocean, and you need to know where are the sharks, where are the whales, and where are the small fish, and you need to know who you are. So if you're competing against the big sharks, the big whales, you know that they have much more resources than you. They have more people. They have more skilled workers. They have more budget. But it doesn't mean that you cannot survive or you cannot thrive. You need to find your market. And then you can develop your own products to suit your market so that you can survive, you can thrive in your market. And lastly, how big are your customer and prospects list? I bolded it because it's the most important to me. And if you have been paying attention lately for my past videos, you know that it's very important to build your own lists because you have more control and this is your business. You should not rely on other people's or other platform to deliver your lifebloods to you, to sell, to deliver your sales message. A lot of the time, other platform like Facebook, Instagram, they have a lot of ads and people will just click away from your offer. It's just not ideal without your own list. You need to have control of your own customer and prospects list. All right. So having your own list enables you to make instant profits. By saying instant profits, that means if I have a list of 1,000 people who are interested in my products, I know that they have been following my list, that they subscribe my list, and I know that, and they know that it's holiday season, and if I push a button on my email, on Gmail, or on my email autoresponder, I know that I broadcast to these 10,000 people, I will make some sales. I could make like 10 sales, 20 sales. It doesn't matter. I know that every time I send out my email list to my subscribers, I'll make some money. That is the power of having your own list. It's enabling you to send a email or broadcast an SMS to bring people into your store or to bring people into any link that you send them to. You can make an affiliate commission. You can sell your own products. Like that, as simple as that. And how cool is that to show you your potential buyer that every time you push the send button in your email and SMS, you make money. I think that is the most beautiful moments of my life to run an online business. I know every time I click a button, I can show it to my wife, I can show it to my friends. Hey, guess what? Put down $100. I can make $1,000 in 10 minutes. All right? You don't believe me? Put down $1,000. and then I'll do my magic in the back. I log into my email autoresponder. I log into my SMS broadcasting program. I know that I have a big enough list, and these people in the right time zone, I know they are awake, and they will open the link, they will email, they will connect them, and they will click the order button as long as they know what I'm offering to them is what they need, and I have a source for that. I can make money from that, and that's the beautiful part of that, right? And finally, for today's video, let's talk about how to sell your business for 10 times of its worth. Now, you might not be interested in selling a business, but eventually you get tired of it, you might lose interest of it. Instead of just shutting down your profitable business, I don't think any sane person will do that. You can sell it for a really good price of it if you have these things in place, all right? You can sell as much as 10 times worth of its worth to the potential buyer. I'm not saying that you sell it to your girlfriend, to your brother, to your mother. No. To sell to someone who genuinely have interest to run your products, to run your business, and to profit from it. Okay. Now, first thing first, you need to have a growth potential for your business. It needs to be in upward trending. It's not something that's going downtrend. And secondly, it's market demand. It needs to be evergreen. It's not a fly-by-night niche that people would just don't want to listen or don't want to hear about it 2 years later. For instance, the acai berry, the superfood that help people lose weight. You rarely hear anyone talk about this superfood anymore. Okay, it's just it's not a trend that anymore, right? And the scalability, that business needs to have the potential to grow, and the population is there, the demand is there, and you know that you can scale with automation, you can have systems in place, and eventually you need to have your own list so that you can quantify. Again, as I said before, you need to quantify your business. If I were to sell my business to a potential buyer, I'll tell them, hey, I have a list of 10,000 prospects and a list of 2,000 buyers. And for prospects, every time I click the send button, I know that I can make $1,000 in average every month. And for the customer, the buyer's list, I know that every time I send a button, I can make $5,000. That means every month you can make $5,000 plus $1,000, which is $6,000. And if you sell it for 10 times worth, that is $60,000, and you have proof for that. And that's why you need to plan ahead of time when you build your business. You have to have systems in place. You have to do market research right. You have to have the right tools, and you have the right offer, and you have a list before you can really present your offer, present your business to your potential buyer that you are selling a business. You are not selling a hobby. I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed, please share, like, and comments below, and subscribe my channel, and follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. All right, talk to you later. Bye bye.